Hi everyone, today we are going to read a book called Deep in the Snow by Robert Munchin, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, and illustrated by Michelle Marchenko. So let's start from the first chapter. It says, out in the middle of nowhere, Hallie suddenly yelled, "Stop! What is the matter?" said her father. "I want to jump in the snow," said Hallie. "No," said her sister. "That is deep, deep, deep snow." I said, "I want to jump in it," said Ali. "This is not a good idea," said Kate. Hallie stood up on the seat, gave her best yell, jumped out as fast as she could, landed in the snow, and disappeared. Whoops! All that was left was a hole in the snow. She is totally gone," she said. "Kate, she is at the bottom of a drift." "Kate," said their father, "jump down that hole and help Ali get out." "This is also a bad idea," said Kate, but she jumped down the hole anyways. Whoops! Can you see? For a long time, nothing happened. Then their father climbed up the snowmobile, crawled over to the hole in the snow, and said, "Hey, Hallie and Kate, how are you doing down there?" Hallie and Kate said, "Move book," because their mouths were full of snow. Their father said, "Hallie and Kate, speak clearly. I can't hear you." Hallie got out of the snow, out of her mouth, and yelled, Get us out of here." "Don't worry," said their father. He reached down the hole as far as he could, got something off, and pulled very hard. Hallie yelled, "Ha! That is my ear." So he let go of Hallie's ear, reached down the hole and got hold of something else and pulled very hard. Kate's ear, "Ha! That is my nose." So he let go of Kate's nose, reached down the hole as far as he could, got off something else and pulled very hard. Hallie yelled, "Ha! That is my lips." Finally, their dad got hold of their ponytail and pulled as hard as he could, and Hallie and Kate came flying out of the hole. "Good," said their father. "Now we can go." "No, we can't," said Kate and Ali. "Our boots are still in the bottom of the hole." "Oh, rabbits," said their father. He crawled over to the hole and reached down as far as he could. He didn't find their boots, so he reached way, 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 way down and fell into the hole. Whoops! Only his boots were sticking up out of the snow. Hallie crawled over to the boat and said, "Hey, Dad, how are you doing down there?" The father said, "Move," because his mouth was full of snow. "Speak clearly," said Kate. "We can't understand you." "Move," said their father, and then he got the snow out of his mouth and yelled, "Get me out of here." Hallie and Kate took hold of their dad's feet and pulled as hard as they could. Nothing happened. Can you see them pulling? "This is very bad," said Hallie. "Daddy, we have to stay there till springtime." "How can he fly his jet if he is stuck at the bottom of a hole?" Then Kate got an idea. She ran over to the snowmobile and got a rope. She tied one end of the rope around their father's foot and tied the other end to the snowmobile. Then Ali and Kate jumped on the snowmobile and went down the trail as fast as they could. Vroom! Can you see them? Their father came flying up out of the hole and bounced down the trail after the snowmobile, yelling, "Ouch! Ouch! Ouch! Stop! 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 Stop!" So Kate stopped the snowmobile, and there was their father lying in the snow. Daddy said, "Hallie, you didn't get our boat after all. We were going to have to do it again." "Right," said their father. "Let's do it again." He tied a rope to Ali and Kate's feet and dropped them down the hole. And he came by later in his jet to get them out. And you can see the end, and that is the end of the story. Thank you so much for listening.